Friday, Q&A, fan mail. Lovely. I have a couple of packages, though I think they're actually stuff have been sent for review, but that is perfectly fine. Next event I will be going to will be nerfing for autism in a week. Hopefully my flights are all sorted out for that. We will see. There may have been some issues with time zones and AM versus PM. One way or the other, I will get there. Well, it should be a lot of fun. Last two events were awesome. BrickCon was great. I got no video and very few pictures, so I won't be making a video on that. Shame on me. The Mall Mutation Madness was amazing. Easily my second favorite HVZ I've ever been to. Absolutely fantastic. I got, again, almost no footage, but there was a professional journalism company there, and they got footage. They strapped a GoPro to me, so hopefully there's some action footage of that out there. I brought my GoPro with me, but my GoPro mount did not make it. One of my suitcases got waylaid in Texas and never made it to St. Louis, so yeah. But it was an amazing event, and I plan to go back, and next time, hopefully, my suitcase makes it. Anyway, questions! Michael Nimrod asks, what is your favorite Star Wars movie of the original trilogy? Empire Strikes Back. Stuart Craig, have you watched the new Star Wars series Andor? I have not. It is on my list, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. And second question, are you a member of the 501st? I'm not. I've been meaning to get around to putting together a cosplay, but as I've grown older, my preference towards the Empire has waned for various reasons, and so I haven't made the leap to actually put together a uniform. So maybe someday, maybe not. Who knows? Johnny Blaze, would you ever do a pirate-themed loadout? I have done pirate-themed loadout, so yes. Morton Will, could you do a range day where you compare the new short dart FDL to your usual FDL? I would love to. That would actually be really neat. The full-length one, the full-length dart semi-automatic to the short dart select fire, that would make an excellent range day. I've been looking for that bandana all over the place. It's over here hanging on a hook. Rude. Brendan Keller, what Springer setup is most accurate? I have no idea. There are so many variations, so many different kinds of rifling options, so many different blasters, barrel length, springs, so much. And I have not delved into it. I am not an action or accurate Springer aficionado on account of I am many things, but a marksman is not one of them. You would need to reach out to the various people that's what they specialize in. Luchathor is great with Springers. Obviously, Bradley Phillips. There's a couple of others that, I mean, there's a whole Facebook pages dedicated to this question. And I have no idea. I simply haven't a clue. The Great Saxtonian. Will there ever be a return to the Storytime with Captain Xavier format? Maybe? The plan was to shift it over to my Lego channel and tell stories while I was building stuff, and then I just haven't had time to build much in my Lego room. And I tend to just want to shut my brain off and build, and so I don't want to sit and tell stories. Maybe. I didn't really start to run out of stories, but I ran out of the really interesting ones. Maybe I'll eventually, when I start attending to more events, I mean, I could do one for UMBC, I could do one for GCC, I could definitely do one for Mall Mutation Madness. But we'll see. Time will tell. Barasta! What is the best way to serve potatoes? Warm. Warm is my preference. I like mashed potatoes. Particularly garlic mashed potatoes, and particularly with a pot roast of some kind, a slow roasted beef with gravy and some cheese and a good root beer. That's my favorite way to eat potatoes. And finally, we'll end with J. Kyle Hamilton, who has 5 questions. Do you like westerns, and if so, what's your go-to? I do, and my go-to for movie is going to be Tombstone, and for TV show is going to be Deadwood. Swagin. Hyundai. What would be the best blaster for an arm gun? Or a gun arm? It's going to depend on the design. I've never actually seen Berserk, so I couldn't tell you what would be a good one for that design. Generally, you're going to want to go with something that's either semi-automatic or fully automatic because they're easier to wire. If you go with something like a swarm fire or a speed swarm where it's just one button to fire, that makes it much easier than, say, something you have to prime, or semi-automatic where you have to pull a trigger, unless you get something solenoid powered and then you can do a pusher, but something electronic almost certainly, unless you specifically want it to be primed, and then, I mean, you can use whatever you want, but ultimately it's going to come down to the cosmetics of what do you want it to look like. So, 3. Any ideas for putting together a multi-delivery Nerf rocket land launcher? Not really. I mean, I can think of a few ideas, but I'm going to keep them to myself. Drain! Here it comes. What blaster, in your opinion, would be cool to see have a comeback? The Titan! The original Titan. I want more Titans just so I can get more Titan rockets. That would be cool if they would re-release the Titan. And 5, if you could design any big mainstream flagship blaster, what would it entail? Probably something like this one over here, or maybe that one up there. I would definitely like to see a select fire blaster with some kind of a train? Some kind of a train. Some kind of an air-powered launcher system, either a rocket launcher or a shotgun. So, again, something like this. Though I would really want to either be able to fire demolisher rockets or multiple darts at once. So if you could make it switch between those two, some kind of a modular, you know, a barrel attachment kind of thing, it would actually be really simple. Hasbro could definitely make it happen. I doubt they ever would, but that's what I'd like to see. Aha! I hit! I got him! Alright, 2 package. Pretty sure it's stuff for review. Let's find out. Right, up first, I've been sent something by Out of Darts, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is. It should be a pair of their new motors, as well as all of the usual blingy, stickery bits. And under all of this paper, sure enough, we find a pair of shiny motors. These are their new Loki motors, which, as I understand it, were designed specifically for micro flywheels, and I believe the big difference there is the RPM. For our normal ones, I think they tend to go for an RTM around 35,000 RPM on whatever their normal voltage is, and these are designed to, I believe, go hotter and, again, that have been specifically engineered for micro flywheels. So sort of Out of Darts' take on Merlin's, I guess, would be my guess on what's going on here. And my question for you guys is, what should I put them in? Because I have a couple of blasters that it would make sense. I've got an old Desert Pigeon that I've never gotten around to putting the internals in, and I think these would probably go well now. I also have a concept pistol that I have been promised upgraded parts for, and perhaps putting these in there might get me some better results. So let me know what, perhaps something else entirely, if there is a new blaster out there that I could print or get printed that you guys would really like to see these tested in. Let me know, and I will put them in something so that I can actually do a proper test. Those are just shiny. Look at that. I don't know how well that shininess is showing up, but they are very oil slick, iridescent, very, very pretty. Very, very shiny. So, cool. That's what we got from Out of Darts. And then from I have no idea or where or when or why, I have a loaf of package here. Well, it's something with Molly on it. I can tell you that much for free. It's a thing. Yakado. Yakado has sent me something tactical. What have they sent me? It would appear to be a vest. Cool. Oh, right. It's a chest rig, so it's not actually. Well, it probably could be a plate carrier. Does it have a spot for a plate? Sure looks like, yeah. Yeah. You could put a plate in there if you really wanted to. It's got snaps. What are those snaps supposed to connect to? There's elastic. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. Anyway, this will get a review. It's got pouches, it's got mag pouches, it's got Molly, it's got snaps. Fascinating. Oh! 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 Okay, yeah, this is definitely going to get its own video because there is some nifty stuff going on here that I am all kinds of curious about. Looks very modular. I dig it. Anyway, this will get its own video in the near future. That's it for loot. Thank you for your questions and for any future loot anyone chooses to send. Thanks to Out of Darts for sending these. I will definitely get them put in something soon. Let me know what you guys think I should put it in. Thank you guys for watching.